Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the virtual opening of Metcalfe Fair. A little different feel this year, but the excitement, the energy, and the passion is still alive at Metcalfe Fair. Ladies and gentlemen online, I welcome you to the grounds. Lots of families here today to celebrate, to open. But we invite you to stay online throughout the weekend and watch all of the events through the virtual Metcalfe Fair. There are lots of people here that have been working tirelessly, even though it's a different fair, have been working tirelessly to make sure that we still have the Metcalfe Fair for this year. At this time, I'd like to call our wonderful president, Mrs. Agnes Lee, to say a few words.
Thank you, Erin. I would like to welcome you all from near and far, from wherever you may be watching, to our official opening of the 164th virtual Metcalfe Fair. It has certainly been a life-changing year with COVID, and the entire world has had to pivot how things are done. We as a board are happy to bring a very small portion of the fair virtually to you this year and hope you enjoy it via social media. I would like to thank my fellow board members, the executive, family division, past presidents, and Kay and Cheryl in the office for their tremendous help, support, and work this past year in these challenging times. I would also like to particularly thank Sarah Robinson, Cheryl Cooper, and the virtual chairs and their committees for their hard work and dedication and efforts to bring these virtual events to fruition. Thanks to Andrea Taylor, Cheryl Cooper, Meredith, and Erin for your help in today's ceremonies. Many thanks to our generous supporters and volunteers for their support over the years, and we look forward to that continued commitment and support in the years to come. We greatly appreciate it, and we could not do it without you. The inspiration for this speech came 3 years ago. That is when my daughter, son-in-law, and loves of our lives, 2 grandsons, moved to California. That year, in grade 1, Logan's class was tasked to draw a picture of their favorite flower. Logan drew a sunflower. When asked why sunflower, he replied, "Because it reminds me of my grandpa and the Metcalfe Fair," and hence the inspiration. How poignant those words are today. That small comment 3 years ago got me thinking how deep our rural roots go, what being a community means, and what an impression the fair makes on our little people from an early age, how the traditions carry on and are instilled generation to generation, how grandparents play such an integral part in their grandchildren's lives, how grandparents help with the 4-H, the sheep, the beef shows, cheering from the stands, indeed even purchasing that prized animal at the auction, how they help grow those big sunflowers and zucchini, and how they help with baking the tastiest pie and cookies, lending their expertise on the crafts made out of Cheerios, macaroni, pipe cleaners, drawing that perfect picture. How the kids excitedly run from ride to ride, dragging the grandparents behind them to those scary rides for the grandparents, and excitedly walking hand in hand through the midway to enjoy and cheer on the drivers on Derby night. Our forefathers, our grandparents, who 164 years ago had the foresight and fortitude to promote agriculture and our rural way of life. Grandparents, such an asset to us with all their wisdom and experience, helping us carry on those long-standing traditions. So to honor our forefathers and the grandparents with us, here and in person today, and to those in spirit only, I would like to thank and invite these beautiful grandchildren I am going to call up to cut the ribbon and officially open the 164th Metcalfe Virtual Fair. May we please have my 2 lovely grandsons from California, Tristan and Logan Levesque, Molly Quinn, Jaden Clark, Ariana Clark, Taylor Peterson, Peyton McMillan, Tegan McMillan, Owen McMillan, Braylon McMillan, Corbin Fisher, Avery Fisher, Nicole Fisher, Laura Sue, and Livia Sue. If we can all spread out along this ribbon, please. Keep our social distance.
Sit. Sit, baby.
Okay, are we all ready? On the count of 3, 2, 1. To the grandparents. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, children. We do have a few treats here as a thank you. We have a little box over by the truck here. You can go and help yourself to a little treat. And thank you for your hard work.
Could we have a photo too of the children before they leave? Maybe some of these guys can move over just a little bit back against the ag hall.
Cheryl, I just have one final presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know in our lives that this has not been our typical year, but we have to find comfort in what we know and who those people that are very important. We talk about family, blood family, but we also have to talk about our friends and our family and our Metcalfe Fair family. Our leader of our Metcalfe Fair family this year had an extra challenge, and at this time I'd like to recognize Mrs. Agnes Lee.